Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. And my glasses are not aligned, but who cares? Can you believe it? 3 points for Everton, 3-0 win over Fulham, and it's my favorite type of combo, is it, in the morning? A win and a clean sheet. It's been a while. It really has been a while, and heading into this game, I was kind of nervous because you've heard all the historical evidence of Everton's woes against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Conversely, for this match, you heard all the talk about Fulham and their inability to win against Everton, especially at Goodison Park. And yeah, I'll be honest, before the match, it was like, of course, Everton has this history going all for them, and here comes Fulham, and of course, Fulham's gonna win, because it always seems that those type of historical facts always work against Everton, and we've seen it so many times. But when the game started, I was a little bit surprised for Marco Silva to start the same lineup against Arsenal, but I kind of understood why he did it. Of course, people have been calling, or there have been suggestions, I should say, for Marco Silva to start Richarlison up top instead of, it's been Cenk Tosun, who hasn't scored all season yet, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who is very rusty around the edges. His first touch sometimes heavy, but he does have pace. But I understand why that lineup was the one he picked. We did lose last week against Arsenal, but we played well enough to justify that same lineup. And the team did create chances in that first half against the Gunners, but again, just no security came by for some reason. No end product. But in this first half, it seemed like it would be the same type of game, didn't it? Um, Everton had a lot of the ball, were dangerous, but just lack that quality in the final third. You know what I mean? And when that was going on, like, we couldn't find the final pass to Richarlison or to Calvert-Lewin or to anybody. And you had that feeling like, oh no, here we go again. It's going to be like this again. And Fulham didn't have much to do in the first half. Nothing really. Pickford didn't have much to do, except for one attempt by Sessegnon, which hit the crossbar. And again, you had that feeling like, oh no, not this again. We were creating all these chances, and once they get that one chance, the opposition gets that one chance, they could probably score. And I was fearing that kind of game, and went into halftime 0-0. Second half, a completely different Everton team came out. Hard pressing, had almost all the ball. I don't really recall the game being played on Fulham's side of the pitch, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin does a great job winning a penalty. And Gylfi Sigurdsson, once I saw that stat that they had on the NBC broadcast of Sigurdsson converting his last 5 penalty kicks, I was like, oh no, here we go again. And just like what happened at the World Cup, he misses the penalty. This time he hit the bar, almost the exact spot that Sessegnon hit the bar. He went over the bar in the World Cup, and it was just like, oh no, not again. 0-0 still, but minutes later, Gylfi Sigurdsson makes up for his for that miss, and just what a beautiful curler to the far post, and similar to how the ball moved when Richarlison scored his goal against Wolves, his second goal against Wolves in the first game of the season. Maybe not as much of a curl in that shot, but it was a beautiful goal. Everton up 1-0, and we're off and running. Fulham couldn't do anything much. Eventually, Walcott had the ball on the near side and put a beautiful cross for Tosun, who was wide open. And finally, Tosun has his first goal of the season, and hopefully that sends him on his way to scoring more. It's been a tough season for him. I know he has quality. I know he can score because he has scored last season including on a snowy pitch in Stoke. So he can do it, and it's been a chore to watch him. He's been dropping deep, holding up the ball well, sending it in through Richarlison and Walcott, but he just hasn't scored all year, and a few iffy decisions here and there in some games could have led to more goals for other people. But finally, that duck is broken. And Gylfi sealed the game, heading into stoppage time. Just minutes from Bernard coming on, assist to Gylfi, slotted into the far post again, 3-0, game over. Wow. I like waking up to catch 7 a.m. matches and get 3 points. It makes it almost a beautiful Saturday, doesn't it? I'm happy. I'm happy this morning. We finally got the clean sheet. Congratulations to Jordan Pickford for the new contract and the clean sheet. That's how you celebrate a new contract. Tosun got his first goal, and we're finally pick up some points. It's been a frustrating past few weeks against Huddersfield, against Arsenal, a loss to West Ham, but great performance by a lot of people today. Pickford again didn't have much to do. The center backs played well. Zuma and Keane. There might be a partnership developing there, although it remains to be seen how Yerry Mina fits into all this. Again, he's still injured. The fullbacks played well. The left foot of Lucas Dean was very dangerous today. I like the midfield pairing of Ghana and Davis. Ghana was just all over the pitch. His energy was contagious, I think. There would be times where he'd lose the ball or he'd do his normal passes that would go wayward, but then he would run right back and people would swarm and press, and Everton would recover the ball, and it was some of the best pressing I've seen Everton play, and they'd actually get the ball back. Good game by Gylfi. I think his best game of the season, especially since there were goals that were scored, so a little bit more end product, which a lot of people were calling for. There you go. Walcott, Richarlison, great game. Calvert-Lewin, he ran at the defense, drew the penalty that Gylfi missed, but nothing really much of note. He tries, but he's not the answer, I think, short or long term. Tosun is better, in my opinion. He finally scored. Hopefully that sets him on his way. I think Tosun will get the start at against Southampton at home in the cup. Why not build his confidence? But I'm excited. Bernard, again, I can't wait to see 90 minutes from this guy. He came on really late, but still had an assist. So there is quality there, and it just remains to be seen what he can do for a whole 90 minutes for the club. And okay, Southampton on Tuesday in the League Cup. Hopefully we get another win to send us on to the next round. And 3 points today, a clean sheet. I am very, very happy. Remains to be seen what happens this afternoon, though, with the LA Galaxy. That's a very, very crucial match against Vancouver. But so far in the morning has done me good. So let me know what you thought about this game. Good win, whether you saw some faults. Oh, one thing I did notice, we had a ton of corners, 11 or 12 corners. We got to score off one of them. That's my only thing. But otherwise, I'm not really complaining about this win. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you later.